Problem number 3. From the following details, calculate the missing figure. So this kind of problems will actually ask you to find something from the problem which will be actually asked as a missing figure. So let us read the problem. Particulars: closing capital as on 31st March 2018, 80,000. Additional capital introduced during the year 30,000. Drawings during the year 15,000. Opening capital on 1st April 2017. So you can see that this particular value is missing. Okay, this opening capital is what we are going to find according to the problem. And it is also mentioned there is a loss in the problem. So loss for the year ending 31st March 2018 will be rupees 25,000. So as usual, what do we do? So we will continue to write the format as it is, but in the last part you will mention as a loss for the year. So let us discuss the solution now. Begin the solution by giving the heading as Statement of Profit and Loss for the year ended 31st March 2018. Let us begin with the particulars column. So how do we start? Write the format that you have learned already. Okay, completely you just write it without leaving any information. So we begin with the closing capital. So I am just mentioning about the particulars. So we are just keeping the amount column completely blank initially. Okay, so what do we do is, okay, don't look at the amount side. So I'm just talking about first what to do. So first you will keep writing all the items in the format, like closing capital, add drawings, leaving one line you write less additional capital introduced during the year. Next line you write this adjusted closing capital, and after that you show less opening capital. Okay, mention the date, and lastly normally you may be inclined or having a practice of writing profit, but remember this problem actually mentions about loss. So what do we do in the format? We write about loss. So this part you have to always be just note it when you read the problem, so that in the format you're going to mention this as loss. Okay students, now next part is that we are going to go to the amount column. Okay, so now in the amount column we are going to start filling one by one according to the values given in the problem. First I write this closing capital 80,000, then I write copy down 15,000 drawings. I'm going to add these two values. Now I'm left with 95,000. Also write 30,000 additional capital given in the problem. So now your adjusted closing capital comes to 65,000. Okay students, now for the next part you don't have this 95,000 because this is what they're asking you to find out. This is that missing figure you are going to find out in the problem. Okay, so what you do is that time being, so I just draw a line here. You have how much? Only 65,000, and in the loss you are going to write now 25,000. Able to follow students? Okay, now imagine this value is not there. Which value is not there? So this value of how much? This 90,000. Okay, you can see. So I just shade this. You don't have at present. Okay, so because we don't know the value, isn't it? So how do we now move forward to find out this capital, that is opening capital? So I have 65,000, I have 25,000. Let us now recall the rule to find out profit or loss. Okay, rule number A: if adjusted closing capital is more than the opening capital, then you say profit. Okay, but this problem clearly mentions as what? It mentions as a loss during the year. So here just you reverse the rule as what? Adjusted closing capital will be less than the opening capital. So which will be more? Opening capital should be more, it seems, and adjusted capital should be less, it seems, in the case of loss. So when this value will be less, okay, this adjusted closing capital means it should be less from the when compared with the opening capital. So what do they mean is this value opening capital is no, this should be actually bigger, showing a bigger value than 65,000. Students, please try to understand this part very very clearly. So I repeat again, opening capital part, okay, should be more, should have a value more than this 65,000, which is adjusted closing capital. How can you do that? Very simple. Just what you're going to do is, okay, you will be just adding, okay, this 25,000, okay, and this 65,000 we are going to add. So when you add, what do you get? 90,000. So 65,000 plus 25,000, you will be getting 90,000. So now you can say adjusted closing capital is less than the opening capital in the case of loss. So hope you understood this step.